Science is full of surprises. Here are 10 of the most important scientific discoveries that were made by mistake. 1. Penicillin, the mold that saved millions. In 1928, Alexander Fleming, a Scottish physician and microbiologist, was studying the growth of bacteria in petri dishes. One day, he noticed that a mold had contaminated one of his dishes and killed off all the bacteria around it. This mold turned out to be Penicillium notatum, and the dead bacteria around it was due to a chemical called penicillin. Fleming's discovery of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, saved millions of lives and ushered in the age of modern medicine. 2. X-rays, invisible bones on film. In 1895, German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with cathode rays when he noticed that a nearby fluorescent screen was glowing. He put a piece of photographic film over the screen and left the room. When he returned, the film was developed and showed an image of the bones in his hand. This accidental discovery of X-rays revolutionized medical imaging and diagnosis, allowing doctors to see inside the body without invasive procedures. 3. Microwave oven, a melting candy bar. In 1945, American engineer Percy Spencer was working with a magnetron, a device that uses microwaves to create plasma. One day, he felt something in his pocket melt and he pulled out a chocolate bar. The microwaves generated by the magnetron had melted the chocolate. This accidental discovery led to the invention of the microwave oven, which quickly became a staple in many homes. 4. Pacemaker, a wiring error that saved hearts. In 1950, American engineer Wilson Greatbatch was trying to build a device to measure the heartbeat. He accidentally wired the device incorrectly, but instead of throwing it away, he decided to see what would happen. The device started pacing a heart at a steady rate, essentially creating the world's first pacemaker. Greatbatch's invention revolutionized the treatment of cardiac arrhythmias, saving countless lives. 5. Teflon, a sticky situation turned non-stick. In 1938, American chemist Roy Plunkett was trying to create a new refrigerant. He pressurized some tetrafluoroethylene gas and put it in a container. But when he opened the container, he found that the gas had polymerized into a white, waxy solid. Plunkett named this substance Teflon, and its non-stick properties soon found use in the kitchenware industry, making it a common feature in millions of homes. 6. Velcro, a dog walk gone genius. In 1941, Swiss engineer George de Mestral went for a walk with his dog. As they strolled through a field, his dog came back with burrs stuck to his fur. Mestral noticed that these burrs had tiny hooks that caught onto the loops in his dog's fur. This inspired him to create Velcro, a synthetic hook and loop fastener that is now used in everything from clothing to aerospace applications. 7. Saccharin, the sweet accident. In 1879, a lab worker in Philadelphia forgot to wash his hands after handling a chemical. He then reached for a cake and took a bite. To his surprise, the cake tasted sweet. It turned out that the chemical he had been handling, saccharin, had crystallized on the cake and when ingested produced a sweet taste. This led to the development of saccharin as the first artificial sweetener. 8. Safety glass, a dropped flask that didn't shatter. In 1903, a chemist at a glass company accidentally dropped a glass flask. The flask had been coated with a thin layer of plastic, and instead of shattering, it remained intact. This led to the development of safety glass, which is used in car windshields and buildings to prevent shattering and improve safety. 9. Vulcanized rubber, a fireproof revolution. In 1839, American inventor Charles Goodyear accidentally dropped some rubber and sulfur on a hot stove. The mixture hardened and became extremely durable. Goodyear had just invented vulcanized rubber, a revolutionary material that is resistant to heat and fire. This process made rubber a versatile material used in everything from tires to hoses. 10. Plastic, from lab mistake to everyday material. In 1907, Belgian-American inventor Leo Beckland was trying to find an alternative to shellac, a substance used in wood finishing. He ended up creating a synthetic resin that hardened into a solid material. Beckland named this substance Bakelite, and it is considered to be the world's first plastic. Plastics have since become one of the most widely used materials in the world, revolutionizing manufacturing and changing our everyday lives.